It is Ryan Cameron Uncensored, and guess who's in the building? I should have bet.
What you should have bet?
I should have bet that your schedule was going to change.
Oh, well, you could have bet. You could bet, but it wasn't. If you'd have bet me, you would have lost. Because I would have told you I was going to be on the same time that we talked about. But you just talk to somebody else, they probably
they changed the schedule.
Yeah, you could have won.
Yeah. So what's going on with who are the surprise guests? Can I get one of the surprise guests for the SoSo Def weekend?
I don't know who the surprise guests are. I mean,
what do you mean?
I mean, I don't know, because I'm saying like Brian's set usually is mostly like, that's how Brian Cox and the Ladies Love R&B, they do their sets like that, where it's like he plays music, but then he has artists come out
and perform the song.
Yeah, it could be Carrie Hilson, it could be Lil Mo, it could be T-Pain, it could be, I mean, it might be all three of them. I don't know. I don't know. Usually that's how his set is. My set, I just usually do my own set where I play my own music when I do R&B parties. But this is Atlanta, and I figured that I'm sure somebody gonna show up and be like, JD,
right,
let me jump on the stage. And at that point, I'm sure that'll be my special guest. I mean, like when I did my show at the Fox, I didn't know Monica was coming.
Right.
I knew Usher was coming, but these people weren't part of the show. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, the closer we get, what's it, 3 days, 4 days from now?
Yep.
The closer we get, somebody gonna be like, yo, I'm coming, I want to go.
When you say, okay, describe what exactly is going to be going on, because, we got all these different other kinds of festivals. Is this food trucks? Is it art? Is it music? Like, what exactly is it for those who
I mean, first of all, it's not even a festival. I think people want me to have the SoSo Def Festival so bad because I was doing.
What do you call it? The experience?
Yeah, it's just an experience. I was doing a festival,
right?
The SoSo Def Festival, which was going to be a 2-day thing, like a festival,
right?
With almost like 25 different acts. This just a show of me just trying to pump energy into R&B, because that's where I feel like this city has turned. Since Brian them started Ladies Love R&B on Wednesday night, every club in the city has an R&B party now. So it feels like that's where the audience wants to be. That's where the people want to go. The girls want to go. They dress up. They get nice.
Right.
It's no violence. It's a little. It might be a little older for some people, but for the most part, it's the young people that understand and want to have a good time in the city and don't want to deal with the rigmarole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the vibe, Bonnie? Yeah. When you going out to the R&B parties, is that what you're looking for?
Yes, I do love a good R&B night because it's definitely grown and sexy, like you said. And I mean, there's nothing going on unless it's Nuck If You Buck under Brian Michael Cox beat.
Nuck If You Buck under a Pete Cox beat.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just a good time, and that's all it is. I know we have a lot of parties out here, but we haven't had really a bunch of R&B concerts, and they have the concerts. They are old school. Like, I know the Isley Brothers was at Wolf Creek,
right?
And I think they have an old school concert, but this is the new generation of R&B. Division, Money Long, Vito, Eric Bellinger, all of these guys are new. And Lady, they're the new generation of R&B.
Okay, we got more when we come back with JD.
Yeah.
It is Ryan Cameron Uncensored, Jermaine Dupri in the studio.
Yeah.
We're talking about the SoSo Def experience.
Yes, sir.
Not a festival.
Yeah.
I was on a podcast, and the promoters were ready to get upset with me because I talked about sections ruining the club.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
I did. And then Trauma came on, and he kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, it's no secret. Like, I think people...
Why were people afraid to say it, though?
I think people they like scared to, like... They thought you was taking a shot at Alex. You were, but it was just like, it's the truth. But I mean, Alex is about his money. So, hey, Alex, that's what he's about. And the booths allowed promoters to make a lot more money than what they was making if they was just going to the dance floor.
Right.
They was going to the bar. The money just doubled. Like, you could charge somebody $1,500 for a booth, and that's without getting liquor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I understand the economics behind it, but it definitely changed the climate in the city, and it made the clubs turn into just a stand-around spot.
Right.
And that's another thing why I'm happy about these R&B parties, because they are making people want to dance again.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the booth, you can see the girls, they get tired of standing in the booths and they get down and out the
Right.
booth and they start wanting to dance. So it's bringing the dancing back. It's still booths, but the dancing is coming back and singing the music is coming back and just having fun in the club is coming back.
Well, I will say this: it was not a shot particularly at Alex, because I think that Alex, and I said this to somebody else, everybody I deal with is an owner.
Yeah.
They are the people who build the clubs.
Yeah.
They're not somebody who's promoting it or has a night. So I remember when he was building Vision and Vanquish, walking around and seeing him saying that he was going to bring Vegas to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I heard those words. So what I'm saying is, it wasn't like, yo, he did this, but he did do it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like, we never saw sexy clubs like that until AG Entertainment did those clubs.
Nah.
So right now, I went into a club the other day. It might have been, I don't know, 2,000 square feet. It had 10 sections in it. And I was like, where is the rest of the club?
Oh, yeah.
So the mentality is that, and we've been talking about it off mic, bottle service, here come, the killing the club, the casket with the bottles in it. And it was just people standing around, JD.
Oh, yeah, that's all they do. That's all they doing. That's all they doing, standing around, looking at somebody, get dressed to just stand around. That's not what you get dressed to do. You get dressed to go out, have a good time, sweat that outfit out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And go get you another one. That's what I know about it. So
Right.
it's just, I mean, it's time for it, though. It's time. It had its run.
Right.
Now it's time for people to have fun in the clubs. And this era of kids can know what a club actually is, because they don't even actually know what a club actually is.
What the atmosphere was.
Yeah, like a real atmosphere of a nightclub. Like, I was talking to somebody asking them, had they ever been to Live when Live was really Live, like Miami, for anybody that's listening don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like, Live used to be so crazy on the dance floor.
Right.
That they used to ask me when I went in, Jermaine, you sure you want to sit on the floor? That's like the jungle. And I'm like, yeah.
Like the what?
It's just like, like that's what they was
That's
basically
what's going
saying.
down.
Like,
You sure
go
wanna sit
down
over
there,
there?
you go down in there. It's crazy down there. And just them saying that used to make me want to go down there, because it's like, what's the hell is going on down there that makes you say this? And you get down there, that's what it is. It's just people dancing, ain't nobody tripping about nothing. If you got on sneakers that you care about, they are destroyed when you get down on that space. It's just a club. It's just a night of people having a good time. And majority of the bougie people never wanted to go down into that space.
They want to look over.
Yeah, just look over and watch and what's going on. I wanted to be in the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got more with Jermaine Dupri when we come back. It is Ryan Cameron on Uncensored. We're talking SoSo Def experience. What made you decide to go Wolf Creek?
They asked me. Wolf Creek asked
They reached out to you?
Yeah, they asked
Okay.
me. I mean, it's in College Park.
Right.
I'm from College Park.
Yes, you are.
So, it makes sense. And, they asked. I think, and I also feel like I said, a lot of the shows at Wolf Creek are older audience.
Right.
It's an older group of people that go, older artists. They knew that I was going to try to bring, as many young folk as possible. Or at least bring a younger demographic from the show standpoint.
Right.
And that was hard, actually, because I started off thinking Monica, Jagged Edge, the usual suspects that but then I was like, I think that's where R&B is getting stagnated at. We got to give life to these other people, and it's got to be people that know how to give them life in order for them to move forward. So that's what I'm trying to do.
But people still, I mean, Monica's on these tours. J.E. is still doing that. People still, I mean,
oh yeah,
want to see these
I'm not
folks.
I'm not saying they are old and not. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying me. I'm saying just you see me. I always had them same people.
That's
with me.
true.
So I'm just trying to give you something.
Somebody
different.
else. Somebody else.
And people that I work with. A lot of people. A lot of people be asking me, like, why you post the Money Long video so many times of people singing that song? And I'm like,
they don't get it.
It
was the Kevin Bacon for me. The Kevin Bacon did it for me.
Yeah, I mean all of them. But I'm just like, you think I'm just posting it because I like the song. But I mean, it's funny to see people that they didn't really connect the two, because I guess because they don't see them saying SoSo Def.
Right.
And then people just don't like. I don't know if they think I stopped making records or whatever it is, but it was just like,
stop making records.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was one song. The Money Long being on this show and having one of the biggest R&B records this year. And in this city, I think the record was number one on every station in the city, which is hard for an R&B artist to do that in this hip hop town that we live in.
Right.
So to have her was very special. And then Division, you know, I did their records as well. And then Vito, he wrote "Don't Waste My Time" with me and Brian Cox for Usher. So we are all the artists. I got a connection with the majority of these artists that's on here, and the new Anthony Hamilton record. Queen, Eric Bellinger got writers on that as well. He was in the studio when we made that song.
Well, you definitely answered a lot of the questions I had for this showcase that you have, but I know you brought Ryan some merch.
Yes.
I would love to see the merch because I want to get one of those.
Yeah.
It'll be on sale this weekend.
Yeah, only everything except for these hockey jerseys, because this is Mitchell and Ness, and this is just a different type of.
That's what she wanted.
I'm about to say.
The Mitchell.
You see her face get tight.
I don't control Mitchell and Ness. It's just a collaboration between Mitchell and Ness. But I'll get your jersey. You look like you like us.
I can do any size that it comes in.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
make it work.
She gonna taper that thing.
Hey, Big, I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one. I'll get you one.
We got more with JD. We come back. That's funny. Oh, thank you.
What's that? Your purple?
Man, when I be going to these events, man, they be handing me the mic, then other niggas be getting on the mic. I don't talk unprotected.
Oh, okay.
They know we walk around coughing. Oh shit! That boy got that. He got that sheen. He got that sheen in that sheen sweater. Yeah, he got that sheen sweater. He ready. Come on in, man. Hurry up. Oh, shit. I got a basketball jersey.
Who, Ryan? Nah, I say hockey jersey. I made
Let's
sure.
open it.
What's up, bro?
What's the word, man?
All right.
Can you open it?
Look on the other side. Other side.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, they all separate. You just gotta look at that paper. Cause I looked at them and I walked out and I was like, oh, this is a basketball jersey.
You good, son?
Yeah, man.
Good. Sound like you've been moving.
And shaking.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Moving
Hey,
and
well.
shaking.
Well, we taping, so after you catch your breath, jump on.
No. Breath is caught.
Okay, good. Let go. It is Ryan Kevin Uncensored. We're talking to Jermaine Dupri about the SoSo death experience at Wolf Creek.
Yeah.
And we were talking about just the JD that I've been seeing for I don't know how many years has been almost Switzerland.
Explain.
I'm about to. You just sit down. When I say that, I mean you have been pretty much don't do a lot of politics, don't do a lot of things. You talk more music, but here in like the past, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 weeks, you become more vocal about a lot of different things. It's almost like I feel like you had started eating meat.
Oh Lord, no.
Because you
I probably would
like,
need to talk about EV.
When did you decide to become political?
What I didn't actually. I'm not political. I had a conversation because I did, you know, I do watch everything that's happening on TV, right? And I was watching CNN one night when the DNC was happening.
Right.
And I didn't understand why. I still don't understand how they have the Republican crew over here on one side, and I think they got a Democratic crew on the other side in the round table.
And they're just debating about the after effects.
So when they do the round table at the end.
Right.
And I was like, you know, the Republican guy had something to say. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to figure out why the Democratic people don't say something about what he's saying, right? Mm-hmm. And what he said was he was just like, she has a lot to prove, blah, 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 blah. Because,
talking about Kamala.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just actually was repeating that when I was walking, because I don't know if people, you know, my friends tell me they don't watch the news, they watch the Shade Room. So I'm like, okay.
That's on brand.
I don't know if y'all saw this, you know what I mean? So that's how I feel. I don't be knowing if people actually see it. So sometimes when I say stuff on my page, it'd be like people just they first time hearing
people
it.
were making whole pages,
about
responding to your walking down the street.
And I didn't. Like I said, I'm with Kamala for anybody that's listening. I just was trying to understand what that person was saying. And what I said was I asked her a question. I asked her a question about because I didn't understand why if me and you a team,
Right.
and you're not feeling so well,
Mm-hmm.
like if you was doing the show and you wasn't feeling so well, I would have thought that as a team,
I call you.
you would say, JD,
Come hold me down today.
go hold me down.
Yeah.
Tell the people blah 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 blah.
Right.
And when I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. When Biden went on TV and did what he did in the debate, it felt like everybody was like lost. Like everybody was like, oh,
Right.
we lost. I mean, if you with Kamala, everybody everybody felt like they lost, and I was just like, I went to a thing where I heard her speak, and I saw people light up because they heard her speak.
Right.
And I saw people feel better. Their confidence level came back,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, why wouldn't they let you do that
While he was
for the rest of the country?
Right.
So that. This is before she was running. This is
Right.
before she was running, and me saying that in the same breath as me saying I saw dude say what he said. I think people took it that I was saying, "Oh, she got to prove, she got to show and prove."
Right.
I wasn't saying that. I asked her a similar question
personally.
to what he was basically saying, but it got blown out of proportion. But it is what it is. I see that. I ain't said nothing else about politics on my walk because I'm saying they don't really understand it. And a lot of times these older people,
Yeah.
they really don't understand me because I don't speak from an older standpoint. I speak from a younger mindset. I'm a
Right.
hip hop person. That's just who I am. So I'm gonna say it the way that I see it. I'm not gonna say it politically correct.
So
I'm
are you going to
sorry.
be speaking on any more politics?
Yeah, I think we gotta.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
Brews and Bros.
Yeah, I got.
I got the invite.
Yes,
Brews
yes.
and Bros.
Yes.
Brews and
I do
Bros.
have a town hall on Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think.
But I mean on your social media platforms.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, I understand now that I'm gonna make sure it's very clear. You gotta think I'm walking 5 miles, and I'm usually talking
You
to
dehydrated.
and I'm talking to myself. I'm usually talking to myself,
Lightheaded.
and then talking to myself. I'm just saying, I'm going over just like everything. Like
Right.
I can't believe, because ultimately I couldn't believe
yeah.
that they was allowing this guy. I don't know what the white
To be
guy's name
unchecked.
is. To be unchecked.
Yeah.
On TV.
Right.
And I seen him last night. He was saying something about her last night when she did all of this press. She went on The View when she did all these other things.
Yep.
And I didn't hear what he was saying last night, but the same guy is the Republican guy that sits at the round table and they discuss. And then they had the Democrats over here.
Yeah.
And they just be sitting there like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You hear what he's saying?
Right.
So you
Right.
wanted to be challenged.
Yeah, I just was like, man, why don't somebody got to say something?
Okay.
And I just, I guess everybody was just like, you don't know the vice president job. She can't say nothing. I'm like, listen, I'm just telling you what I would do.
He said somebody needs to check somebody.
So,
Somebody need to check somebody. All right, we got
Yeah.
more with Jermaine. We'll come back. Yeah, that one lady, she did a whole page.
she did a whole video, but
Yeah.
then when I did my video with Roland,
Yeah.
I sent it to her, and she didn't even respond.
No.
So she wants the narrative to be that I'm not, and I think that's crazy too. That's what I'm gonna say on Friday, is that it's people out here that are painting this narrative that black men are not with Kamala, because that's what they want the narrative to be.
Yeah.
Because I clearly cleared it up with Roland and did a whole video and
Right.
sent it to this lady that basically did that first video.
And she
didn't
saw
even
it,
she didn't
she
even
didn't respond.
She saw it. She didn't respond.
It said seen.
She
Of
just
course
kept
not.
it staying the way it was. And I'm
That's
like,
what they
okay,
do.
so you want the narrative to be that
I told JD off.
JD off and entertainers in Atlanta are not with Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
That's what you want the narrative to be.
That's what they do. And they're not going to respond.
Yeah. It is Ryan Kevin Uncensored. Jermaine Dupri is in the studio. We're
Yeah.
talking about the SoSo Deaf experience happening at Wolf Creek. What time's it going to start?
I think 5:00.
Okay.
I think we got to be out of there by 10:30.
That's a quick show.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's the neighborhood, and I
Right.
think we got to get out of there. We can't be,
5 to
can't be out there
10:30.
all night,
Yeah.
So you got to get out. It's Saturday,
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, it's fun. You have a good time, safe, get home.
I said no
Man, we
violence.
still got time to get to Magic City after you leave.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotta throw that in there because I do have a Magic City documentary coming out, and it is on Stars. So just for y'all to, be waiting on this. It's going to be one of the best documentaries y'all have ever seen. Yes, on Stars. Magic City. The greatest story about black people ever told in history of black people. And I said it.
The greatest story about black people
It
ever
is. It's
told.
the greatest story. It's the greatest story in the world, personally, to me. I'm saying this, but I'm not joking.
How many times do you think you've been to Magic City?
Oh, more than Magic.
Wow.
More than Magic?
That says a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, it is. It's an incredible story about. You gotta think this club is probably the only club in this city that's been here since I was a kid, since I've had kids,
Yep.
since you had kids.
Yep.
I mean, this club has been here. It's stood through the test of time, through every star that's come to the city. Dominique Wilkins, Deion Sanders, Spud Webb, you name it. They all have gone to Magic City. That means that, just the club just means a lot to everything. Just the culture of the city. It's the longest standing club in Atlanta, period.
I think the city, it's world renowned.
Yeah,
Like
it
I
is
heard of
world
Magic
renowned.
City in New York.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell
I was
you.
like, where are we going? What train stop it is? Now we gotta get on a plane. A plane? Bet,
Why do
let's
you
go.
think that is the staple of Atlanta? Well, just that, even not just Magic City, but the female entertainment that comes with that.
Well, I mean, it's a healthy mindset. As people probably don't even understand what I'm saying if you haven't gone, but I know you have. You just be trying to act like you haven't. But it's like it's a keep you out of trouble space. Like it's another place. Like I say, it's probably to me the safest place in Atlanta. You can go there. It's a no nonsense space. The employees in there know it ain't no nonsense. The security know it ain't no nonsense, and the people that come there know it ain't no nonsense. So it's like people go there, they spend a lot of money. They respect the dancers. They eat the food and they go home and they come back the next night. It's not, it's just an amazing place. And Magic's story to get that club to this place
That's true.
is an amazing story.
It needs to be told.
Yeah, it's just an amazing story because he's not even from Atlanta. He came here and he started paying attention to the clubs that was on that was over by Greenbrier. What's that street on the other side of Greenbrier where Mr. V's used to be at? Cause my mom used to work at Mr. V's. I'm trying to remember.
Mr. V's
Camp
Figure
Creek.
Eight.
Camp Creek.
Okay.
So Camp Creek. Is it Camp Creek?
No, you
No, it's
gotta
not
go.
Camp Creek. Right across the street from Greenbrier.
Okay.
That's not Camp Creek.
I'm saying, but I don't want to say the wrong word.
Okay, but whatever that street is,
Yeah.
that used to be the strip of black clubs on the south side, on the southwestern side of Atlanta, and that's where a lot of the entertainment used to be. And that's Magic say he came to Atlanta, he went there, and that strip of clubs made him want to be in the club business. And I mean, like I said, it's an incredible story. People got to watch it. I'm happy that Stars picked it up, and it's gonna be an amazing time.
I liked your Freaknik story.
Yeah, thank
Great
you.
story. Untold. That
Thank
was
you.
a good one too.
All right.
I'm excited. Look. Executive producer
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
on the Magic story too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You gonna have it in the theater at
Oh,
the
yeah,
bank?
yeah. So I got two super black documentaries.
Oh, not
Freak
super,
Nick. Freak
super
Nick
Atlanta
and
black
Magic.
too.
What more do you want?
Yeah. How much blacker can I
Right.
be?
Next thing you know, he's gonna do the story of Marta.
Oh God.
Wow. Black as a mug.
No, we need the story of SoSo death.
Huh?
I feel like we need that.
Oh yeah. We trying to figure it out.
Okay.
It's just long.
That's kind
You need to
of
do a docuseries.
what
Yeah.
that and the Brat story as well.
Yeah, well, that's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's in there. All of that is in that story.
Yeah. We got more with JD. Is Eric doing the Magic City?
Nah, it's a whole different crew.
Good.
Yeah, it's a whole different crew. Yeah, whole different crew.
Good. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, a whole different crew.
What is it gonna be rated R?
What? Oh, gotta be.
Rated yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got P Valley on Star, so they know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That is not the same thing.
I mean, well, P Valley is the Diet Coke version of Magic
Yeah,
City.
very much Diet Coke. But Magic
Huh?
City.
I was asking if Gigi McGuire was in it. She said
Oh yeah, Gigi in there. Oh yeah, she all the way in there with no shirt on.
Gigi.
She did her interview with no shirt on.
God, I'm trying to remember what was.
That's how hard it is.
My favorite dancer from Magic. I remember I saw her in Cumberland one day. She was with her daughter, and she looked at me. The look she gave me was like, "Please do not speak to me." And I was like, and she was like,
Wow.
Yeah.
It is Ryan Cameron Uncensored. We're talking to JD,
Yeah.
the mayor.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, my favorite Magic City story is when you was talking about it was just one of the many. When Dion and Andre and all those in that Falcons day, Bruce Pickens played for the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
He would go home, get a car and an outfit, come to Magic City, get some dances, and then go home, change cars, change outfits, and go to 112.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that and by the way,
People don't know about that era of Atlanta.
That's the
Talk
best.
about
That's
that.
the best Atlanta I ever.
That was the best Atlanta.
That's
of
why.
all
That's why when
time.
I just said you can go to Wolf Creek and it's over at 10:30, you can still got time to get the Magic. That's my mentality because that's how Atlanta was. I'm gonna tell you like a real crazy story. I was in LA the day Falcons was playing the Vikings to go to the Super Bowl. I was in LA and we had to kick that field goal.
That's right.
And all we had to do was make that field goal. We was going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And when it got to that point, I got on the phone. I say, "Listen, somebody got to find me a plane because they getting ready to get this going through the. This is going through the goalpost, and I need to be back in Atlanta tonight at Otto's because as soon as this go through the goalpost, it's gonna be a party." I knew it, and I knew if I left LA at like 8:00. I was going to get back here about 2 a.m, just in time to get to this spot. And that's how Atlanta was. It was just that perfect. And it definitely was just that. The Falcons got off that plane and we was going to Super Bowl and everybody was at Otto's. And we was in there to almost 6 a.m.
I think people don't understand the fact that, you know, that Atlanta, when you had, walking out of 112 with the sun coming up, and being in that experience, it was something that it needs to be on the documentary because nobody would believe it.
Yeah, no, we used to leave Magic at 4 a.m. and then go to 112. So you could leave Magic City at 4. Atlanta used to close at 4 o'clock for anybody out there that don't know this. And that's actually what motivated me to make Welcome to Atlanta because I realized by going to other cities how special where I lived was. I didn't know that Atlanta was this special of a town till I started trying to go out in other places. LA closed at 2 o'clock.
Right.
New York basically was closed at 2 o'clock, even though it stayed open later. You go to other places. But majority of like Chicago, all of Detroit, all these other places, they closed at 2 a.m. That was the thing. Like the way our times are now, they basically was on that schedule. Atlanta was like Vegas of the South. It stayed open till 4 o'clock in the morning with alcohol.
Right.
And then you could go to 112 and drink and party and dance until the sun came.
That's right.
So I was looking at a news report and they're saying how the city ordinance and if there's noise, this place can definitely shut down, these little clubs. So why did things change to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, from the time when things closed at 4?
Ray
you know what I'm saying?
Ray did it.
Ray.
The one man?
in the hood, we call Ray. But on the news, Ray
Lewis shut it down.
Ray Lewis situation curved the whole city.
Yeah, if you ask anybody from Atlanta, it's a unanimous decision that changed the atmosphere forever.
Wow.
Because it was what Buckhead was already complaining about, and they just needed something to say, see?
Yeah.
And that was
he
their
was too
seat.
famous. And he was on TV, he's an NFL. It was just bad. And everything just went bad. The SoSo Def sound came down and everything else just went bad. It just went bad. No, it was like the death of like, I don't know, it's just crazy. Because like I said, I would not go out some nights and people would be calling my phone at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and be like, we're going to 112. We know you ain't go to the other clubs, but meet us at 112. And I would actually wake up, put my clothes on, and go to 112 at like 5 in the morning. And it'll be a line wrapped around the corner.
Wow.
For sure.
You think that slutty vegan line, that's Magic City. That slutty vegan line, that was 112. I'm sorry. Yeah. 112 was
for
crazy.
Sure. Yeah, they had a sign and they had a line of 112 and it was a line around the block. and they was like, "Who remember this?" And I said, "Zoom in on the sign," and it was like Ryan Cameron's miniskirt contest. I was on the marquee, so I was like, "I remember it."
Nice.
That's my name up there.
It was. I mean, you had to be a part of it. You couldn't be in Atlanta and don't be a part of it, and you couldn't be in Atlanta and not go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then other people started paying attention to it. Like when the white guys started paying attention to it, like the guys that own the gold room, the gold club, actually. The gold club, they started paying attention to that we would come to their club and then go to 112. They start serving us breakfast. So we used to go to gold club and get eggs. This before I was vegan. We had eggs, they had sausage, they had everything they could eat. You could eat at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then go to 112. It was amazing.
So it's going down this weekend.
Yeah.
The SoSo Def Experience, 5 to 10:30.
Yes, sir. It might go longer. I mean, I don't know. As long as they
You gonna pay the fine?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
So hard 10:30.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. I mean, it's funny, the fines. We was talking about that the other night at Usher's concert in L.A. It's like telling Usher to get off the stage, and Usher had guest after guest after guest after guest, and it's like $10,000 of every 30 seconds of
Wow.
at these places. Like that new arena in LA is like that
They weren't
money
playing.
start ticking, but it was just like you just sitting there watching 50,000 go out the window if you want to keep performing.
Do you believe that, Usher coming off Vegas and the Super Bowl and the tour now is, comparably the world's hottest entertainer at this point?
Yeah, I guess to the masses. To me, no, because this is what I always planned. I always actually was trying to figure out. I was talking to them about this on my birthday. Like, it's weird to me that Usher's actually celebrating Confessions 30 years after Confessions came out. Mm-hmm. This tour should have happened when the album was popping. Right. But it didn't. I mean, he had a tour, but it wasn't like this. And I think the Vegas just puts a level of entertainment on you, and I think that just upped everything, and it made people realize, and it also made people sit at home that couldn't afford to go to Vegas, not like they couldn't wait till it came to them,
to their town.
You know what I mean? So it's coming here and we ain't get to go. Oh, we
Right,
going
right.
So it's that type of thing. So I just think, I mean, it's amazing for him. It's it's God blessing for him, because most artists don't have this type of success 25 years to 30 years after their albums are smoking.
Yeah. Did you get a trunk from like Louis Vuitton? Like after, because you gave them a hell of a promotion. And then you double down. And then you triple down. Did you just get a trunk show up at the house one day for all that promotion you gave Louis?
Louis don't do that. But I mean, my man,
Pharrell
was my guy. So I support it even harder because that's my man. And he's basically making the clothes. So but it's
just showing
fashion.
love.
It's just a fashion thing. I mean, it's funny to me because like it's one of those things. Once again, it's like I'm on Instagram. I see everything. I follow fashion. I'm watching the fashion shows when they come on in live time, and I realized when I wore that as much as black people act like they into fashion, they weren't up on what I had on. They thought I was like, they made me into like some little baby, and all, they had all kind of little, they had all kind of little means, and they called them church socks. And I'm like, wait a minute, so y'all think I made this? Like, you do realize that y'all said y'all was at Lenox Square at the Louis Vuitton store.
Right.
The mannequin got it on, right? You do realize this. It's not like, so you must then look at the mannequin.
Right.
But I also realize it's just me because I seen Offset had on the same outfit like a week ago or 2 weeks ago in New York for Fashion Week.
Yeah.
He had on socks, the same socks. He had on a pair of loafers and black tie. He had basically my same outfit on. And didn't nobody say nothing.
Well, because now we've seen it on you, so now we see that it is.
Yeah, but I'm saying the jokes. But still.
Why y'all no Offset jokes?
No, but I'm saying that's good because I'm saying at least it's my outfit. It's my outfit. It's mine.
Yeah, your shorts
It's
was
my
kind of
outfit.
long too, JD, so we couldn't see your whole leg, so we weren't really sure.
Okay, I see. Look, there she goes. See, what I'm saying?
Hey.
At least have a joke. That's what I'm saying. Have a joke.
He's here. Why not?
At least have a
I
joke.
wasn't
So
sure if they were the little frilly
but that's what I'm
socks
saying. I
that
want you to have a
used to
joke so
wear.
that way at least I know that y'all paying attention to the other people. Then y'all know where they got it from. That's all I'm saying.
So JD started it.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. All right. We appreciate you, JD, as always, man.
Yeah. And if y'all ain't got y'all tickets yet, make sure y'all go to varietyent.net and get your tickets. I just tried to get some tickets, and what's going on with my tickets? Is the thing, it's an error or it's messed up?
You shut down the
You
internet.
don't crash the
I
site?
think they gone?
I think the 1,000 free tickets.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to get,
You was giving out free tickets?
Yeah, I
They
was trying to
gone.
get free tickets.
Well, you know
They
you can't
seem
give
to be
away
gone.
nothing in
I was
Atlanta
about
free.
to go to Lennox and do like I used to do with my birthday parties and just walk through Lennox and find finest girls walking through there and just give them tickets. I'm going to try to still do that today.
Let me
if you
text
see
my
me in
friends
Lennox,
right
holler at
now.
me.
Yeah, you
To
don't
make
tell
sure.
Bonnie yet. They'll be, what she be like, what time?
Make
Yep.
sure they come out.
Listen,
Are you
if y'all-
going in the gun entrance or the non-gun entrance?
That's another one I said, and they hated me for that one.
Oh yeah, you did talk about that when you said that about the mall.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm one that goes into the mall on the green. What's the green salad side? What's the side?
Yeah,
True
and
Food
the-
side.
True
I go
Food,
in
yeah.
the True Foods, right where Louis Vuitton is.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I go in the mall at, and I realized that one day, because I went through the front one day because I was going to Nike Town.
Yeah.
And that's where homeboy caught me with the 10,000. I don't know if y'all saw that where shout out to E Heard. I met E Heard in the mall, and he walked up on me and he was like, "I'll pay you 10,000 to listen to my music."
Yeah.
And I talked about him. Well, that's where I met him at in the front of Lennox. That's where they got the metal detectors.
Right.
But then I was going to Louis. And I was like, wait, did I just walk in the mall and then nobody check me? I was like, what kind of sense do this make?
Right.
And I said something about that in my walk, and that was another one.
You and these walks, man.
Yeah.
These walks.
5 miles with JD. Get ready, man.
JD's gonna do a 5K.
Yeah, I am. I need you out there, Ryan. I need all y'all out
I'm gonna
there.
be out there with a bullhorn.
Yeah, come on.
Talk that talk, JD. Talk that trash. Keep talking.